All right, a lot of you have asked me about the direct objects, the complément objet direct, and I just want to go over a really brief PowerPoint with you to show you how to use them, what are they, that type of thing. All right, so first thing is direct objects are something that receive the action of the verb. So if you're anything like me, that doesn't mean anything. So how do I find a direct object? Once you start to be able to find it and to use it, then you'll figure out what that means. All right, so first thing you want to do is you find the verb and you say verb who, verb what. Do not add anything to that unless you want to add a subject pronoun. Don't add a to, at, anything. Just say verb who, verb what. And that will give you the direct object every single time. So in this case, I give an apple to the teacher. I find my verb, which is give, and I say give who, give what. All right, give who doesn't give me anything because I'm not giving a person. But give what? I'm giving an apple. All right, so I give an apple. Therefore, apple is my direct object. Okay, so that is as simple as it gets. If you start to add something to like verb who, to, or verb whatever, that's where you're going to find a real big problem. So verb who, verb what, and that is going to give you your direct object every single time. Okay, so here are our direct object pronouns. Je goes with me, tu, te, il, elle, well, nous and vous. Let's kind of skip over those. So je, me, tu, te, nous, vous, nous, and vous, vous. These are the direct object pronouns that go with the different subjects. So the il is going to be le, the elle is going to be la, and the il or elle plural is going to be les. Remember that in French, you do not have an impersonal it. Okay, remember that every single thing has a gender. So the table is feminine. So la table is elle. All right, so it's going to be replaced with la. Or le crayon is il. It's going to be replaced with le. Les femmes, elles, replaced with les. Les ordinateurs, ils, replaced with les. Now, I'm kind of mixing things up in the sense that the elle and the il, these are all subject pronouns, and the direct object pronoun is going to be le or la or les. But you're going to see how all that's going to come together in just a minute. Okay, so let's go ahead and formulate it. Let's take my favorite sentence of all time because it's just really a good sentence to use. They give an apple to the teacher. Becomes il donne la pomme au prof. Une pomme is, well, first of all, we have to find our direct object. So we say donne is our verb. So we say give who, give what, give the apple. Same thing as we used earlier. Une pomme is feminine, so the direct object pronoun is going to be la, right? Because you're saying it. You're not saying me, you're not saying he, you're not saying she, you're saying it. All right, so they give it to the teacher. So il donne la pomme au prof. La pomme is feminine. It's going to be la. Il la donne au prof. Note the placement of the object pronoun. It always goes before the verb with which it's associated. If there's one verb, it's going to go in front of it. If there are two verbs, typically, not always, but 99.9% of the time, it's going to go before the second verb. All right, let me give you some examples. Elle regarde les enfants becomes elle les regarde. Look, verb who, verb what. Watch who, watch what. Watch who, watch the children. Okay, so elle les regarde. Vous voyez, moi et lui. Obviously, you never say moi et lui, but I had to kind of use it there to just give you, a different kind of example with nous. So moi is me, lui is him, and so that's going to be nous. It's going to be us, right? You see us. So vous nous voyez. J'achète les jupes. By who, by what? By les jupes. Les jupes is our direct object pronoun. Je les achète. Nous mangeons les pâtisseries. Eat who, eat what? Eat the pâtisserie, the pastries. So pastries is our direct object. Nous les mangeons. We eat them. Elle voit, and I have moi there because again, you're never going to use moi in that way. But elle voit, moi becomes elle me voit. Ils invitent toi becomes ils T'invite should be t'invite, T apostrophe. Il t'invite. Okay? The direct object pronoun replaces a direct object. This is something that I've seen a couple of times, and I just want to make sure that you do understand that you are replacing something, you're not adding. So tu donnes la pomme à la prof becomes tu la donnes à la prof. It does not become tu la donnes la pomme à la prof, because that makes no sense. And then in that last example where it says not tu la donnes la pomme à la prof becomes you give it the apple to the teacher. That is really repetitive. I know exists in Spanish. It does not exist in French, okay? So tu la donnes au prof, you are replacing it, so you get rid of la pomme. All right, let's talk really fast about past tense. Remember, the direct object pronoun goes before the auxiliary verb in the past tense. If you haven't done past tense yet, just cut it off. You're done. If you are doing past tense or have done it, and you just want a refresher, go ahead and keep up with me. Remember that it goes before the auxiliary verb, not the past participle. In the past tense, the auxiliary verb is either avoir or être. So in this case, il a écrit la lettre becomes il a écrite. It goes before the avoir verb. Vous avez écrit la lettre, nous l'avons écrite. I changed the verb and the pronoun there. So vous avez écrit la lettre, vous l'avez écrite. Or nous avons écrit la lettre, nous l'avons écrite. J'avais écrit la lettre, je l'avais écrite. Okay, so in each one of these cases, you see that it goes in front of the auxiliary verb. All right, one last thing, when the direct object pronoun precedes the past participle, there must be an agreement with the past participle. All right, so elles ont acheté les robes becomes elles les ont achetées. You see, it has an extra E for the feminine because les robes, dresses are feminine, and S for the plural. And vous aviez préparé les repas. Vous les aviez préparés. You add an S because repas is masculine, so we don't have to add an extra E, but we do need an extra S there because it is plural. All right, I hope this has given you a better understanding of what direct objects are.